Mansfield in the morning.
This morning I'm talking about waking up, anticipating something wonderful about to happen. And I think that's where we all are. I think we've woken up and we're waiting for something amazing to happen.
Well, hopefully.
I hope,
Yeah.
yes. And I think this radio station's done the first part.
Yeah. Now it's up to
helping
government.
Small businesses.
Yes. From us to government.
From you to government. And government has promised us that we're moving, well, in Gauteng we're moving to level 3. Schools are starting to reopen. Things are starting to move. And our stats were good. So I was very pleased to see that. And I think it's a good way to wake up every morning, in fact, to think something wonderful may happen today with that anticipation and that excitement. And wonderful things do happen. Some of the simple things that are wonderful are that we actually wake up, that we breathe, that we're alive, that we have a new day. Now, I want to share a story this morning called The Fork Story, and it's about the best is yet to come. There was a young woman who had been diagnosed with a terminal illness. She'd been given 3 months to live, and she was getting her things in order. She went to her priest and she said to him, "Please come to my house and discuss certain things." So she told him all about the song she wanted at the service, what scripture she wanted read, what outfit she wanted to be buried in, because she particularly wanted an open coffin. And the pastor wrote everything down, and then she said, "And there's one more thing." And the priest said, "Well, what's that?" And she said, "It's really important. I want to be buried with a fork in my right hand." So the pastor stood looking at the young woman, not knowing quite what to say. And I've been in that situation before where you're not quite sure where this is going. And he said, "I'm not quite sure what that's all about." And she said, "Well, my grandmother once told me the story. And from that time on, I've always tried to pass along its message to those I love and those who are in need of encouragement. In all my years of attending socials and dinners, I always remember that when the dishes of the main course were being cleared, someone would inevitably lean over and say, 'Keep your fork.' It was my favorite part because I knew that something better was coming, like velvety chocolate cake or a deep dish apple pie, something wonderful and with substance." And I actually remember that from some of our family dinners, although we were always told to keep your spoon. So I just want people to see me in the casket there with a fork, and I want them to ask you, "Why the fork?" And then you must tell them, "The best is yet to come." So at the funeral, people were walking by the woman's casket. They saw the cloak she was wearing and the fork placed in her right hand. And over again, they asked the priest, "What's with the fork?" And over again, he smiled and he said, "The best is yet to come." Now, I think we need to hold on to that as we start to move forward to the lifting of some of our restrictions, as we start to rebuild, as we start to move back into society. I think we need to hold on to that the best is yet to come. And we need to remember that even when a train goes through a dark tunnel, we don't all jump out with fear. It comes out the other side, and we will come out the other side of this, and we will be able to move about again, and we will be living again more fully than we are at the moment. But for today, let us live with that hope, and let us live in the moment. Let us stop obsessing about the future, because that will just create anxiety within us. And let us live in this moment, knowing that the best is yet to come. And so stay in the moment and think maybe something wonderful will happen. And remember, the best is yet to come. May God bless you and protect you and your loved ones.
Thank you very much, Anna.
Thank you very much, Chef.
Here it comes! It's Mansfield in the morning. Driven by Sandown Motors, your Mercedes-Benz partner. On